New numbers from ADP show that Georgia workers are starting 2026 with higher pay, but the state still ranks kind of in the middle of the pack nationally. Joining us to break down what this means for workers and employers is ADP's lead data scientist, Liv Wang. Liv, good morning. Great to have you on the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, Georgia job stayers saw a 4.7% raise over the last year. What do you make of those numbers, and how does it compare to other states?
Following the trend we saw at the end of last year, Georgia's wage growth is stronger than national's median and showing resilience in this big environment of slowing labor market. So every month, ADP's Pay Insights track over 15 million pay change observations across the country nationally for job stayers who have worked for the same employer over the 12 months period. See a increase of 4.5 in January. Georgia ranked number 19th in the nation. Its pay growth increased to 4.7 in January. Government number earlier also showed Georgia had a much lower unemployment rate than nationals. 5,000 job has added in December, and in the latest week of January, jobless claim was declined for Georgia. But the growth was not broad-based at the national level.
What do you mean not broad based?
We don't break down the number in state level, but for the national level, we see private sector added 22,000 jobs. It's all condensed in healthcare sectors.
At a time when folks are worried about inflation and how much they're bringing home and just how far they can stretch that dollar, how should Georgians be thinking about all these numbers practically? I mean, what does it mean to a household to hear 4.7%? Is that something they're truly going to feel?
This number is higher than the inflation number now, but back in the COVID recovery period, the inflation number was much higher. That also one of the driver push all the employers to pay their worker fairly and increase the wage growth during 2022 and 2023. But that wage growth remained stable ever since then.
Liv, we got the big jobs number report out later this week. Nationally, I believe we're getting consumer prices a little later. Anything big you're watching for this week when it comes to those numbers?
There are a lot of big job numbers coming out after the shutdown of the government. ADP's already published private sector numbers during last Wednesday. That number is lower than expectation. And look back in 2025, we only added 300 and let me get the number right, 398,000 jobs, down from 771,000 in 2024. So we may expect a slower, softer labor market.
And January is always kind of a weird month too, with some of those seasonal jobs and those employees being officially laid off in January's and the cold weather. I mean, just kind of got to put an asterisk by it. But we'll be watching come Wednesday. And Liv, thank you for joining us this morning to help us break down what ADP's numbers mean for folks here in Georgia. Good talking with you.
Thank you.